Today we will be learning about SDAIE. We will review what SDAIE means and why it's beneficial to use with English language learners. Lastly, I will explain and demonstrate one SDAIE strategy that can be used in the classroom to effectively teach your English language learners. SDAIE stands for Specially Designed Academic Instruction in English. Simply put, SDAIE is a teaching method that is designed with the English language learners in mind. It's important to note that SDAIE is equally beneficial for native English speakers. SDAIE provides equal access to curriculum. It's not remedial and it's not watered down. The biggest difference between SDAIE and other teaching methods is that it strategically incorporates activities that allow English language learners to comprehend the content without necessarily having a full understanding of the language. This is made possible by heavy use of contextualization. Some examples of contextualization include facial expressions, hand gestures, visual clues, including photos or drawings, as well as other alternative forms of communication. Teacher modeling and scaffolding when necessary is also important when teaching SDAIE. SDAIE strategies are effective for English language learners because they meet two goals simultaneously. They teach the subject matter while also teaching English language fluency. The SDAIE strategy I will be explaining today is a great way to teach students, specifically English language learners, how to listen for phonemes or sounds of speech, how to use those sounds to spell words, and how to make connections between visual clues and words. It's also a great opportunity to practice oral and written English language. To complete the activity, students will be provided with whiteboards and a dry erase marker, as well as color-coded word cards divided by phonemes, and pictures that represent what the word means and what word they're going to be spelling. First, students will be instructed to find all the cards of one color. So for the purpose of this demonstration, we'll say all of the green cards. So the students will take all of the green cards, mix them around, look for the photograph, and the goal here is to make the connection that this symbol is a note and that that's what they're going to be spelling. So one of the cards in each color is going to have the symbol of what they're going to spell. Once they understand what they're going to spell, they're going to look at the cards that they have and they're going to say aloud the word. So they're going to stretch out the word and say, in this case, note. So they're going to say note. And then the second time they say it, they're going to count the phonemes that they hear. So they'll say n-o-t and understand that there are 3 phonemes and 3 cards. So next, they're going to take the cards and look for the n sound, which in this case is the N. So they'll put that in the first spot, and then they'll say it again and listen for the second sound, N-O, and so they'll look at their cards and between the two, hopefully make the connection that it's the O sound, and again, lastly, the T-E. So then they'll spell the word, and then the next part is putting them into a pile and setting them to the side. Students will then take their whiteboards, stretch out the word again in order to write it and remember the phonemes that they heard initially. So in this instance, students will stretch out the word, note, and as they're stretching it and listening, the goal is to spell the word. Students will be in a group and spell the word and then cover it, and then upon cue, hold it up, and that would be the checking for understanding for myself. This activity is effective because it uses total physical response, or TPR, by stretching the word. It uses repetition by stretching the word over multiple times. They're stretching the word when they first initially learn what word they're going to spell. They're stretching the word to count for phonemes, and then they're stretching the word again to write it on their whiteboards. This activity uses visual clues, which is proven to be effective for English language learners that don't necessarily have all of the vocabulary to spell words on their own. So with that said, there's many other strategies, other SDAIE strategies that are effective in the classroom. This is just one of many, but I hope that it's one that you'll be able to use in your classroom to effectively teach your English language learners.